Hello, Jess Too Good here. With a set so big, I had to move it downstairs for the intro and closing. This is the new LEGO Harry Potter 2020 Diagon Alley set, which has 5,544 pieces, 14 minifigures, releases September 1st in LEGO stores and shop at home, where this was sent to me early by LEGO to do a review, but all opinions in this video are my own. This does not cost 20 bucks. Only an idiot would say it costs 20 bucks accidentally in his news video, right? It actually costs 400.
And really quick, included in this set is a 21st bag of surprises. Now, I will say this includes something that they've already revealed in the set, which I'll cover in this video, but I don't want to reveal this and spoil this for people. So I'll save this till after my final thoughts, and then we could do a final thoughts with this inside. But if you don't want this spoiled, by all means, just watch the final thoughts and then end there. And this set has its build across 4 16x32 base plates. These are in the dark gray coloring. That's pretty common for this base plate, but these base plates in general are so uncommon nowadays. We only expect base plates from modular building sets. So to see them in a licensed set like this, I'm really happy because I'm just a sucker for base plates. One thing I found really interesting is that there's 4 different sticker sheets and they have a different label for each of them. There's one of 4 letters, and each one corresponds to a different building. Though maybe LEGO isn't ready for this new format because they got some of the numbering wrong. For example, it says A4 is the Ollivander start, but that's A5. A5 right here is shown to be the second part of Ollivanders, but that's A6. I don't know. And this is into the first build. I'll start with my favorite minifigure of the set, and one of the best figures since we haven't gotten him in so dang long. It is Gilderoy Lockhart. This design is such an awesome update that kind of matches the one that Ash and Flash and I did for our CMF series, like understandably so because it's just a modern Gilderoy. The design of this does have a new torso. We also have his book, which unfortunately is a sticker. They actually have 2 instances of this specific sticker, and then they have another instance of a similar sticker. I wish it was printed, especially for such an iconic book to the series. If you open it up, there's actually no writing on the inside either. I don't know, it just feels a little bit shortcoming there, but the design for Gilderoy, like I said, is awesome. This alternate face is so expressive, and I love that. He has a very nervous look. I also love the purple on his outfit as well on his cape, which does have some yellow on the inside there. His alternate face is a more confident look for sure, and you can see his back torso printing, which does look pretty cool as well. Hopefully one day we could get some of his other outfits from the Chamber of Secrets. Despite the overused face, the Lucius Malfoy minifigure is a great inclusion because we haven't gotten an updated Lucius Malfoy with this entire 2018 to now Harry Potter line, or as I call it, the modern LEGO Harry Potter line. Like I said, the face print is nothing new and it's one-sided, but the torso and legs are, well, the torso is new. The legs are the one that they use for a lot of different figures that kind of connects there. Hair piece is fantastic in that coloring and exclusive to the set in that coloring. At the back, you can see some more torso printing with a little bit of fur at the top there. An entirely new character for the set is Florian Fortescue. This design has some really cool new pieces, whether it be a new dark brown for this hair piece or a new translucent orange for that new glass piece that was introduced in LEGO Harry Potter Minifigure Series 2. This design also has that spoon piece because he is vending ice cream. Love the torso as well as the face print, which is dual-sided. And you have a much more chipper look at the back there. Another character we haven't gotten in minifigure form before is the Daily Prophet Photographer. This guy does have a new hair hat combo color for what was first introduced as the witch hair, I think, like the wacky witch from series 14, or sorry, series 15. This design also has a new torso print as well as a new face print. I really like the build for this old-fashioned camera. It's unconventional in its part usage, but it actually works really well. I'm glad they didn't use like the regular camera base or whatnot. And for his face print, you have an alternate look, which does look a lot more chipper. The Ollivander minifigure of the set is different from the one in the Diagon Alley giveaway promo, as this one has a different torso. You could already see that that one in the other set was brown, this one's red. Also, there's a different face print, which is exclusive to the set. You have a front chipper look, as well as an alternate facial expression where he looks quite shocked. But one thing I really like about Ollivander in this set, not only is the updates and the difference between that and the giveaway promo, but there's an entirely new piece used throughout his shop, which is this 1x3 wand box design. You could open up a 1x3 tile at the top to reveal a wand on the inside. It's a really interesting piece, and I can't wait to see this across different colors. This set includes a new Harry Potter minifigure, which has an exclusive torso print that's used across multiple figures in this set, and a new face print, which the alternate to that face print has a little bit of soot on it. So I think that's when he just got out of transporting from the Flu Network. Ron uses that same new torso print, face print that we've seen since 2018, which does have that alternate shocked face. With Hermione, same case with that face from 2018, torso print that's introduced in this set. And we do have an alternate face where she looks pretty worried. For Draco Malfoy, that torso variant is exclusive to this set as well. Face print only came in the Great Hall set. And you have an alternate look, which he looks kind of ticked off there. Ginny Weasley has a new torso print as well. And the second instance of Magical Me by Gilderoy Lockhart have some more torso printing at the back and an alternate facial expression where she looks quite worried. Molly Weasley has a new torso print exclusive to the set as well. That hair piece, which came in the Burrows set, the face print that first came in the big Hogwarts Castle D2C, but also in the Burrows set. And you have an alternate facial expression at the back, as well as some back torso printing. Fred Weasley has an exclusive torso to the set, a face print that also appears in the LEGO Harry Potter minifigure Series 2, which does have that alternate expression at the back. And George has a different torso from his brother, as well as a different face print, again from Series 2 of LEGO Harry Potter. And you have an alternate facial expression at the back where he looks really happy. The Hagrid minifigure of this set is the same one that they've been using since 2018. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This design does have those Technic pin arms that I find oh so interesting. Short legs attached at the bottom, and then this umbrella piece, which is also his wand. Big old beard, and you can see his face underneath. Again, not a new print. Quality Quidditch Supplies has two mannequins, and I'm going to count these as minifigures because both of them have new torso prints exclusive to the set. This one is a Hufflepuff Quidditch outfit, and that's going to be really useful for people in the Hufflepuff house. The other mannequin has a Ravenclaw Quidditch outfit, and this complements the Gryffindor and Slytherin ones released in 2018.
And one of the reasons it's so expensive is because these work a lot like LEGO modulars, where you could connect them at the middle, where they actually include Technic pin connections as well. Unlike modulars, they also have 1x1s with a Technic pin hole at the back, so not only does this allude to a Nocturne Alley expansion in the future, the official instructions has another display style of putting these back to back, which works really well when you have the Weasley shop at the back of Quality Quidditch, and then Ollivanders at the back of Flourish Blotts. Rearrange them in different orders back to back, and it just doesn't work as well, where you have the Weasley ceiling kind of exposed there, the attic of the Quality Quidditch exposed there too. But I honestly kind of like displaying them separated just a little bit like this. But either way, let's take a look at the insides and outs of each of these buildings individually, and we'll do order from my favorite to my least favorite. First, starting out with Weasleys Wizard Wheezes. This is a joke shop that is actually kind of out of place because the rest of Diagon Alley, at least judging by the minifigures and their appearances, it's based off of the earlier movies, and this is something that comes later on in the series. This design, though, has an awesome color scheme. I love this purple that they use and how that clashes with the orange. There's going to be a lot of weird combinations of colors in this set, but yet it all comes together for something that looks good. And this does have almost a corner design to it, like a corner modular, because you have that whole section to the right, which actually leads into Nocturne Alley. And that alone makes me think that there's going to be a Nocturne Alley expansion, especially with the Technic pins that face the back. And I'm excited to see that. With a closer look at that front of the store, you'll see that these stickers are a pain in the butt to put on. Dang it, LEGO, just make like a bigger piece with this slope design or whatever so that we don't have all this cutoff right here. At least if these two were together, you would be able to line it up with these to the right. But now since there's like 4 that you need to line up, you have to center all of them, and that just looks awful. Like to the right over here, I should have been better at centering this. But again, I wish they just had a bigger version of this that was just 2 of these put together, which would make putting stickers on these so much easier, and it would make them look so much better. Either way, more stickers up there, Shenanigans for All, which is another entrance to the store. Nocturne Alley was a sticker as well, sign, but the first floor of the joke shop has a bunch of different items. And I really like the various jokes scattered across the first floor. We have a potion rack at the back. Underneath the stairs, we have a dancing doxy. And I like the stickers on both sides of the box. We have a shelf here, which has some nice stickered piece.
In particular, I was not familiar with this piece, which is kind of annoying that you have to put such a small sticker on. But this actually has a pole connection inside. And I'm not familiar with this green piece. Like, if you guys know where it's from, let me know in the comments. But at least to this set, it's exclusive in that green coloring. Also, they have a separate rack of love potion builds, which just make this connected to the actual joke emporium, because now I don't really have a place for this. And before we move on from the ground floor, you can kind of see it in the window, but there's actually some stickered 1x2x5s, which continue the mascot at the front of the store. Screw it. Before we move on to the second floor, might as well finish up with the mascot on the outside, which you can see part of the torso, which is stickered in the window there. More stickers at the side as well. Stickers on the arms, just to kind of have that sleeve pattern. And there's a play feature to make him tip the hat. There's a bar at the top right here. And once this is pushed, it's kind of cute, right? And sorry, that, not bar, it's a beam, technically. It's covered just enough so it doesn't seem too intrusive. The steps of the stairs have stickers on them. Either way, moving on to the second floor, we have some more jokes all around. They're all stickered 1x2s, but I love Fred Weasley's basic blaze box. That looks really fun. There's also these paddles to the left, which kind of get a look at. And those have 3 different stickers. Another sticker joke is found at the top here. And then in that corner, there's another shelf filled with various items. Some look like potions. I do kind of wish the floors of this were easy to remove so that I could get better access to a lot of these items, because you really got to reach in there and grab them if you want to use any of them. To the left, I believe these are balloons, and I like the use of this piece in a spring green. It's the unprinted BB-8 body. That's pretty interesting. While it does make it harder to reach for those jokes and everything, it is pretty cool how this has a full staircase leading to the top floor. For the top floor, it's nice to see that geode piece, I think people called it, from last year's space theme, I believe, for LEGO City. Also, more 1x2 bricks with stickers on them. More joke boxes, and I like how all 3 of those are different. And just some more items at the top here, including statuette figures in blue, as well as a little peek at that mechanism at the front. And for some finishing exterior details, I like how they have the roof built with the studs not on top technique using some 1x4s. Then we have some more stickers at the top here. Some elements on the outside that are pretty cool. And I like getting these 1x4 bricks in that purple coloring. At the side, there's also some more stickers with Dark Mark, this logo, and then Jinx Off. Our next pair of buildings is Quality Quidditch Supplies and the Daily Prophet. This isn't our first quality Quidditch designs in LEGO. We actually got one back in 2003, which is one of my favorite Harry Potter sets because it's just like a small building. This is more accurate and is a much larger building. Let's take a look at the entrance of these two. Another build I really like here is the snitch element, where we have the snitch attached to the bottom here, but this uses like a paintbrush piece to connect it via Technic pin in the middle there. It's weird, but all of it comes together just excellently. At the side, we do have a sticker, which is seen throughout the set. It says, "Have you seen this wizard?" and it has Sirius Black on there. But for the interior, there's a broom on display, as well as some bats to the left. Quality Quidditch Supplies is a sticker on a 2x3 at the bottom there. And this has that Hufflepuff robe, fantastic inclusion, and how that's on display is just really cool. The top floor has that Ravenclaw Quidditch outfit to the left. Feel free to test fly any of our brooms. Funny little thing, but that's actually a 2x4 round piece. That tile is from Super Mario, and you get it unprinted in tan here, which is fantastic. I know it has Bowser Jr.'s mouth. This also has 2 brooms there. We have a chest which has some bludgers inside, as well as a bat. And then to the right, we have some more Quidditch supplies on the wall there. And there is actually a small attic for Quality Quidditch Supplies, which has a brat and some cheese, as well as 2x2s of the Daily Prophet. I was ecstatic to see those newspaper panel designs from Stranger Things return in this set. And then on the front exterior, love the pink all around Quality Quidditch and the Daily Prophet. That just looks great in contrast with sand green and red. Sometimes you can get just weird color palettes and it makes it look even better than it should. And we have Quidditch written on that banner there, as well as another banner which shows the 4 Hogwarts houses. Little banner. And that's a sticker I could see a lot of people taking a liking to and maybe putting in their Sig Figs room. I mean, most of the space is taken by Quality Quidditch Supply, but the Daily Prophet does have a nice exterior with a 1x4 sticker on the top there,
a door sticker as well. I like the positioning of these almost column-like design for that exterior. Another one of the Sirius Black posters as a sticker on the side. And we don't have too much for the Daily Prophet in terms of the interior either. And the crate has a stack of newspapers, all using that print that we've even seen in this set before, but it's still nice to get a multitude of those in this set. And all we have for the second floor of the Daily Prophet is a spider web. But at the very top of the Daily Prophet building, we have more of those 2x2 prints, and then there's this door right here which you can lift up and access that attic area. And the top exterior for the Daily Prophet is just more of that pink for the quality Quidditch design, but we do have this nice The Daily Prophet sign, and that is a sticker that is present on both sides. But that's it for these two buildings. Now on to the next. Our next pair of buildings is Ollivanders and Scribulus. The design of Ollivanders is such an improvement from that 2011 Diagon alley. And the interiors are just bustling with both of these. But let's start with the front entrance. At the very front, we have that continuation of that stone pathway, which is just a fantastic detailing when you have them all connected. For Ollivander's front, you can see the bay window design, which they use 2x2 circular jumpers to get that down. Also translucent yellow panels, which look fantastic. Sorry, I just love trans yellow. We have Ollivanders, those are two stickers, a sticker on that 1x4 in the middle, then two more stickers right here. Entering through that door, the first floor of Ollivanders has this movable stairs. I wish the other buildings had this because some of them have second levels that you can't access via stairs. But then again, the left side of Ollivanders isn't as packed, so it's very easy to have this as something that you can move back and forth. And we just gotta imagine that those buildings that don't have stairs, that back part is cut off and the stairs are just something we don't see. Either way, the interior for Ollivanders, as I said, has so many cool details. One of my favorite details is the wall of wands, which I love the messy placement of all of them and how some of them are shifted more in towards the shelves and everything. It just looks very natural in that regard. I do wish they used more of the wand box piece because we only get it in this dark brown in the set. So any of the colorful ones you can't actually remove, and those are just tile or plate builds. The design at the front here does have this 2x2 sticker, which also appears in Scribulus. We'll get to Scribulus in a little bit. I like this stickered piece as well, though I remember the original Gringotts actually had a similar print to that. I think it was the one they used in Western. In this little bay view, they have another one of the instances of that wand box, also a build for a purple one. I also like the little light at the top right there. And then to the left, on display in the other bay window, there's another open wand box as well as a lantern. Also, this candle. Well, that means two light sources. But the design on the outside, when you look in, you can't see it too well with the trans yellow, but you could see them just enough to kind of make out some of the detail there. Either way, underneath the staircase, we also have 3 more removable wand boxes. And keep in mind that all of these wand box pieces have a wand on the inside. So if it's one that is actually this new piece, you'll get a wand for your minifigures. And I wouldn't say there's any rare wand colors in here. We do get some white wands, which aren't super common, but have come with the recent Voldemort figures. But there's also dark tan wands in these boxes. And the wands in the window were black. But anyways, for that top floor of Ollivanders, there's a simple ladder build, which is just 2 ladder pieces connected together. The wall of wands has another box sticking out, which we already showed has that dark tan wand, which that one has a dark tan wand as well. Then the armchair to the left and another wand box. To the right, we also have a lamp in the window there. I like how there's a little window right here. My favorite build here, though, is probably this open drawer design. I just think that's really clever using some pieces that we're very familiar with. And for the top ceiling, I like how these chimneys are done with the wacky shaping and angles. And as for the top half of the exterior of Ollivanders, we have this sticker on this sign here, which I call the Fabuland sign, because I think it was introduced back in the Fabuland days. And we also have an owl, and another owl right here, which this owl with a winking design may seem like something exclusive to this set, but this actually came in a LEGO City set way earlier this year. And I got that set just for this owl. So, am I sad it's not exclusive? No, because I don't think most people would have bought that city set in general. For Scribulus, 2 more stickers here. Love the dark blue exterior and just the shaping with that window there. On the interior, first floor has a whole row of quills, and I like that. I mean, not row, a shelf of quills. It is quite annoying to line those all up perfectly, but we do get some variations with the top plume design and then this bottom plume design. Also, like I said earlier, 2x2 sticker on this little script right here.
In the window, I like how they have this scripture design, which also has a sticker as well. You can't get too good of a look there, but it has a nice defined shaping that you know what it is right away. Now for the second floor of Scribbulus, this is one of those that doesn't have a staircase leading there. And this design does have a nice old sofa with that top sticker. Also, I like getting this skull piece from Ninjago without printing. That's really nice. Also, the build for this little potion here is quite cool. Unusual corner tiles make for a very nice rug at the floor, and this fireplace over here doesn't have any fire in it. The chimney for Scribbulus isn't as wacky as the one on Ollivander's, but I do like that inverted build at the top. Also, they have a Ghostbusters HQ-like connection where they use the clear piece for this attachment of the 2x2 tile with the Daily Prophet newspaper, and then attached there with what was once an illegal connection with a clip, we have Hedwig, which is a pretty cute build. This design is also above a few stickers that we missed on the second floor. And these are for dual-sided banners on the exterior of the building. I have another one right here. And then a 2x3 tile right here. I like the build for the windows on the exterior too, with how they use these 2x2s with none of the studs at the front and then the studs at the back. You have those on 1x2 jumpers, and it makes for some interesting positioning, which gives it a more real look. But that's it for Olivanders and Scribulus. Let's get to the last buildings. For the last two buildings, we have Florian Fortescue's ice cream parlor, as well as Flourish Blotts, the bookstore. Now, I wasn't really ready for the ice cream parlor. Like, I didn't really pay attention to that. Like, it's, I guess, the least one that I'm familiar with out of all these buildings. So I was like, what? There's an ice cream parlor in this set? And I was, like, freaking out over that. But these are both two fantastic buildings. For the ice cream parlor, I like the muted colors on the exterior because you get greens and yellows, but they're not as vibrant, and it just makes for an interesting design that I haven't really seen. We have two seats on the outside. Another interesting design I haven't seen is chairs using the teeth or fang pieces as the legs. Actually kind of works, okay. Only thing I don't like is that they don't have like a specific part to stick these in place so that they won't move around. They've done that for some modular buildings before, and I would have preferred that instead of loose pieces. That's not the biggest problem with loose pieces. We'll get to that in a second. Either way, the interior here, we do have another instance of that new glass piece, which of course Florian was holding. We also have just some sweet designs. Admittedly, it is a bit cramped, and I wish we got a little bit more of the ice cream details because there's not really like a scooping area or anything like that. Then again, we are missing half of the building with this type of design. I do love this menu to the side, which you can see they have black beer and raisin, bat juice and earwig, chocolate with peanut butter. Okay, that was kind of that one's like the most normal out of all of them. And then the second floor, or first floor, I guess, because this is British, has that 2x2 build of a love seat. Like it uses the 2x2 with the Technic fit in the middle. Very unconventional, but I'll take it. And then a little tea set to the left, a little rug, as well as a lamp, which I like the use of the hot dog piece for the lamp up there. Not the first time, because I remember back in the Simpsons house in 2014, we had a black hot dog sausage piece that was used for a lamp. And I like the little detailing for the signage of the second level of the exterior. And the shingle design in general on the roof is very reminiscent of the fantastic one from Privet Drive. And it was really cool to see Flourish Blotts in Lego form. Right away, you'll notice these stickers where it shows that it's a bookseller. They sell book binders. There's a reading room. There's a bookseller. Reading room. Book binders. But all that just adds so much character to this outside. We also have the signage that says Flourish Blotts. And I love these different book builds. I like these interesting book builds where they have the use of this 1x1 as the book spine. I haven't seen that before in Lego, and I think that's really cool. And much like the ones for Quality Quidditch, these are exclusive printed panels. For the interior, we have a stack of books at the left here. I love how they built this and had this little action pose piece from the DC superheroes and some of the other minifigure series for this book at the top to have it kind of tilted like that. That's fantastic. Bookshelf over here, which looks really good. Unfortunately, there's no removable books here, and there's really not much instances of actual Lego book pieces beyond the two magical Miis and then one on the second floor here. I do kind of wish they had more of just the Lego book pieces so that you could remove them, kind of like the Ollivander's wand shop where we had some extra wand boxes. Either way, you can move this staircase up if you'd like. And that reveals a small little magical mead display in the window. And that's a 2x3 tile sticker this time around instead of a book cover. I also like how they have stickered labels that shows this is a dragon section if you want to go over there. There's the alchemy section of pushing the staircase down. Let's take a look at the second floor. To the right, we have a 2x4 poster which says Flourish Blotts on it. This is that other instance of a book. And this is just a very standard book design, which has the 1x2 inside of Wingardium Leviosa. Nothing special there. To the left, we do have another stack of books, and that has more of that cool book spine design. Again, another bookshelf to the left as well, which doesn't have any removable books. For the exterior, first off, the roof is pretty smooth, but I really love these little statues on the second floor. I mean, these are definitely magical creatures, but to me, they look a little bit like ravens. The design of which uses a Lego Ninjago dragon sword handle piece. Yeah, and you get that in black, which I haven't seen in black before. And then flippers, and that works really well. And that is connected via 1x1 stamp pieces. They have another brick there, and then this sloped brick at the front. Oh, and I almost forgot. They also have this signing table, which is just a separate build that isn't supposed to go with the building, because there's not really space for it inside there. I don't really like that. I don't like these separate builds. When everything's so connected in this set, this just kind of feels out of place. But we do get more black books there, which I like. Of course, that 1x1 on the spine. And I guess these are supposed to represent Gilderoy's book. But they don't have any stickers on there to actually show it, so it doesn't really work for me. Either way, that's it for the builds of the set. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. Either way, the box for the set is huge. And the design... Actually, I said it doesn't look good from the front like this set, and I still stand by that, but I really like the packaging. Like, they don't have that ugly border that they kind of had since 2018. I only call it ugly now because it just seems kind of redundant with like the 3 characters and everything. It was fine back then. And at the back, different shots of the set, and they do a good job not spoiling any of that specific extra box, which, again, I'm not going to spoil for you until the end of the video if you want to avoid that. Now, this does include 4 instruction booklets, all separate, which does encourage some family building. Now, these do actually surprisingly have an advertisement at the end. I wasn't expecting that, but it is tied to this year's wave, which kind of makes the D2C not so timeless, but it's not a big deal. And these have tons of information not only about the stores, but also about the designing process of this set, which I really appreciate. So overall, coming from my perspective, I love Harry Potter, and I love buildings. Like, buildings are my favorite builds in LEGO. Like, I love minifigures, and I love buildings for my minifigures. Whether it be restaurants, houses, freaking joke shops, or newspaper stands, or a Quidditch store. I love seeing buildings in LEGO, especially when LEGO does direct-to-consumer sets, because they have so much more room to expand upon little details that aren't compromised by play features or stuff like that. And this has that, where all these iconic buildings from the Harry Potter world, their crazy shapes and colors, all come into the LEGO world here in such a fantastic way. I don't think any of these exteriors look bad. I think all these exteriors look 9 to 10 out of 10 in just amazingness with the color schemes, with the different build techniques, and I love that about the set. I also love the interiors, which are filled with colorful details that we haven't gotten in LEGO form before. However, this set does have shortcomings. With the interiors, I love how they look. They are very hard to access. This isn't like modulars where you can remove each floor. Rather, the floors are fixed on. So you'll remove a detail, and this has happened to me throughout this reveal. You'll notice some inconsistencies where I would take out an item, and then I wouldn't be able to put that item back. I really wish it was a little bit more accessible in that sense. And they do have some places of accessibility with moving staircases, which was really cool, but still, there's a lot of cramps and crannies that I just couldn't access easily. Second thing is, I don't like the $400 price. I think this should have been $350 at most. Usually how I see it, the more expensive a LEGO set is, the better the value should be. And this one just feels like it's overpriced. Like, 2 modular buildings is about the area that this takes up. And this is about more than double the price of 2 modular buildings. So 2 modular buildings, let's say it's $180, which I still, I'm not totally for $180 for a 1 modular building, but times change. That's $360 for 2 of them. This is $400. Pretty pricey in that regard. But with all things considered, I'd still rate this one a B+. I mean, the minifigures are fantastic. The builds here are mind-blowing. Again, the interior is very cramped. Price, not the best, but I could look past all of that for a great set like this, and I do recommend it.
Now let me know what you think in the comments below, and we still gotta open up that surprise. So if you don't wanna be spoiled, click away from the video now. All right, you ready? Let's open it up.
All right, so opening this up, I know this has Hagrid inside because Hagrid isn't in any of the other bags. Oh, wow, look at that exclusive print. Welcome, Harry, to Diagon Alley. Oh, and we have Soot Harry Potter. Oh, because that leaked a while back, and I was like, where's that from? This is awesome. And this is the appearance Harry has when he first arrives in Diagon Alley, or diagonally. And the design of this torso is exclusive to this set. That's awesome. This also has a face print Harry used earlier. Kind of would have been cool if they used the two different face prints, but I mean, the other face print for young Harry is so common. It's like just a nitpick, I guess. And you have some back torso printing as well. And the surprise build is a small display stand. Welcome, Harry, to Diagon Alley. Okay, that was an awful Hagrid impression. But that is all printed, thankfully not a sticker. And you have enough space to display 2 minifigures. That's awesome. Thank you, LEGO, for including this.
So that awesome additional exclusive minifigure and even that stand doesn't change my rating, but I do recommend this set a little bit more because exclusive pieces is awesome. And that surprise was such a good idea. I like that. It didn't really leak that we were getting that. I mean, the Harry figure unfortunately leaked. But that was cool. Just tweak it a little bit and keep it just 2 pages in between so that we don't get it spoiled right away. But either way, that's it for my review of this set. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you to LEGO again for sending me this early. Let me know what you think of this set in the comments below if you agree or disagree, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.